Hello there, and welcome back. Last time we got the rest of England, we fought a war against Alba, we started messing with the busies, and, well, basically today it's going to be more than that. We're going to go for taking down Queen Ed here, probably, but before we do any of that, it's busy time again. By my count, we had like 15 years left, 15-ish years left, hopefully my guy survives that long, to conquer Sicily while we're still tribal, because I won't do this achievement if we need to wait for a different ruler, because if I can form the North Sea Empire, I'm just going to do it, because it'll bring so much stability and basically mean that the game is going to be so much less painful that it's actually kind of ridiculous. So we're going to attack the Byzantines again, and if I'm lucky, as I said, it might weaken them enough that we'll be able to cause some mayhem. Now, Benevento is also someone that we're going to probably attack 2 or 3 times. East Francia 2 wars, Kairouan 2 wars, but we need 3 wars for the Byzantines. So we're going to start with them. They have more men by quite a reach here. They also have more, as you can see here, more retinues, onages, everything. But I think we can make this work. Hopefully here I can get some of their troops while they are, being spread out. And if I can't, well, then I'm going to be a very, very sad man. But we'll give this a go. We'll see how it pans out, and hopefully I can pull this off. We have increased our renown level. We're now insignificant. Basically, we get more prestige when we're born, and we get a bigger maximum reign opinion bonus. So that's pretty good. But with that said, that's basically everything we did achieve. So I can lawfully imprison my Duke of Calbrius. This is actually good because I could make him, if he rises up, I could technically to some degree murder him. I kind of do want to do this, but I'm going to cancel because we're about to become feudal, so it doesn't matter. I say that, I'll probably jinx myself extra, but we'll hopefully become feudal. I guess that's better. So we'll send you to seize that. We will send you over there. Honestly, I kind of want to keep these guys in my lands because it should, in theory, allow them to, gain more troops over time. So I'm going to allow this guy to siege, and these guys are going to be close enough to, while still regaining troops, to hopefully back him up like this. And they attacked from sea, so huge mistake. We already have a 30 advantage, and once a couple of these guys roll in, we'll get an even bigger advantage. And we basically just got what we wanted, a early victory, which should allow me to now just walk my entire army into this one and not destroy it, let's be honest here, that won't happen, but at least weaken it significantly. And that is basically what we're going for. As long as we can cause some massive problems here to the busy, military by just getting rid of most of their troops, that is what I'd call a huge issue. We basically have already secured this war, and there we are. They are, to some degree, basically neutered now, I dare say. We wiped one of their armies, we killed a lot more. If we have a look here, we captured a duke, or a du. They lost 2,000, we lost 100. They lost 2.5, we lost 500. They lost 1,300, we lost 200. So again, out of that 12,000 strong Byzantine army, there is 6,500 left. So we basically have put ourselves in a rather good position here, and just so that I don't mess this up, I'm going to allow this guy to stand in Bari instead. He won't recover, but we shouldn't have a need for him to recover, more importantly. So yeah, it's been good, and we'll see if we can keep it being good. That's my granddaughter. Good perks. Doesn't look like it, so we'll take a second tier health rate. She is actually, Amazonian. So I don't know if a second level health perk is actually the best choice then. We should probably try and join in one other perk and use that to our advantage. I would like, this perk here, but we'll gamble with this. Hopefully we can make it work. Genius would be even better, but can't get everything we ask for. We can get some of the things we ask for, but not everything, sadly. And the war score already from battles is at a 40% here, so we're gonna siege these 3 counties down, then we're gonna start working over here. And they have 5,000 men here in these boats. Where are they going? That reminds me, I have completely forgotten to use my, you know, what are they called? My council to my advantage. So they have 7,000 men now. If they go straight for the attack, they should have a debuff. And they're of course smart enough to not do that. Do I want to abandon this siege? I probably should have just abandoned this siege, to be honest. Can I bring in a better commander here? I cannot. What I can do, however, is do this. And then bring the better army over there. And if it gets there in time, it might not. It should be able to, you know, turn the tides of the battle. Maybe. It doesn't look like it. It looks like I just brought more, you know, men to the slaughter. And that is bad, but I will do this. And then we are going straight to sea. And please get to sea before they get to you. You will not. I should have abandoned that siege. This is my fault and my fault alone. Oh, they were so close to even getting away there. This will be a stack wipe, I assume. No, it wasn't actually a stack wipe, but we lost a decent chunk of war score, for starters. I think we also lost our marshal during that. So, what started great ended up bad. But it looks to me like the Byzantines are having internal strife. Maybe. It also looks like they actually came out worse for wear on this one. No, they have 2,000 men running after my army. Okay, then they did not come out worse for wear. And they're sending in another 2,000. I guess we're going to have to just join up this army. Put a better commander in charge. I guess my son is going to have to step up to the plate. And we have money, so let's face it here. I could just go mercenaries to fix this problem. And that would probably be the best choice. No joke. So the main issue though with the mercenaries is that they'll spawn in my capital. So I need to just do a gamble here. Honestly, if we can win this battle and then stop the siege, that would be the best. And then if we do that, worst case scenario, I'll just add in a couple of mercenaries to deal with this. Because I don't know if they're going to be willing to. Oh, they cancelled the siege. I have been outplayed officially. So you're a siege boy and you're a Reaver boy, so I don't have any good, like, this guy was my best man. That's a little bad to say. 6,500 versus basically 7,500. We'll have to try and do this, and hopefully just hope that we can do this. My lord, my good approaches me with urgency. A local merchant has a copy of the compendious book on calculation by completion and balancing, but refuses to sell it to me. If you make him see the error of his ways, I would be in your death. I can make sure the book gets to her by buying it, or I could buy the book for myself and get a point of learning, and honestly, I'll take the opinion loss. Now, currently, we are winning. We luckily managed to murder a decent amount of men before the other army joined in. And that might actually be enough to put us in a good position again here. I'm still going to go for the siege here, which will give me less men, if you want to like put it that way. And we'll raise the local army here. And what I'm hoping here is by doing this, I'll be able to regenerate troops. But we'll have to see. Currently there's 49 men in this army. Once the month ticks over, it's still 49 men. But it's 49 strong men, and they have supplies. So hopefully I can just join up these two armies and it'll give me a ton of supplies, is the hope. But we'll have to see. Starting to get some health, some good traits kids, basically. And the fact that the fact that they're going back to the sea is a little bit disconcerting, but we'll go back, we'll split up our troops, we'll allow them to recover supplies, I should probably just slam into that army right away, but the undersupplied bonus is kind of harsh. This war's been going on for 2 years. I am wasting a lot of time because I, wanted to get that siege done rather than get this done. King of Great Moravia might join in. Now they're the ones suffering. Oh, to Losel King Harold. We will not stand for your vile oppression of good Anglo-Saxon Catholics any longer. Our time is now at hand. With St. George guiding us, we'll rise up and free ourselves from Yahid rule. So, I could join their ways, become Anglo-Saxon and Catholic. I don't feel like that. So, as you can see here, if I do not want such a quarrelsome subject, I could just hand him over a decent amount of land, or I can just kill them. So if we go into the faction view, the North Catholic, they have a decent amount. Like they should have 7,000 men according to this. And honestly, we'll fight the war because why would I not fight this war? So as you can see, a decent amount of troops, but they're spread. And here's the thing that I can do now. So, since I was already considering getting mercenaries, they basically just give me a, little poke in the back telling me to get them. I'll spend 500 gold on these guys, and I'll have them try and mop up as many of the, rebels as they can. And as you can see, some of the rebels are going to end up fighting the locals, if you will. So, should be okay. I'm still going to focus on the Byzantines the most, at least until this war is over. And we'll be able to snipe this stack, and that stack will be marching, so I might be able to actually snipe both stacks, which would be, very, very nice. And I'll be able to snipe both stacks. I even think I got the defensive ground there because we got him first. Yep, we're defending in hill. The owner is in death. So, again, the Byzantines are slowly but surely getting weakened here, and we will go down, we'll siege Syracuse. And in the meanwhile, I'll use the finished band here to deal with some of the more annoying rebels here. Again, these are rebels, they're purely Levi armies, so they're not particularly strong for a start. As you can see here, we have better army, better everything. So I should be able to use that to, again, my advantage and just win these wars pretty handily. And again, the Byzantine army is mostly comprised of counts and dukes, so any battle we fight, we usually end up with a decent amount of money from if we win it. So they basically paid for the mercenaries to beat down the rebellion back at home, if you will. And we'll just do that. Yep, that is the correct area. I'm just making them do a loop for no reason. In terms of sieging this, the armies are getting, again, weaker. I should have just gone for supplies, finished off the armies. Currently we are 44 from battles, 11 from sieges. And they're actually getting help from others, so I might just, again, do this. Have you regain there, have you regain there. And allow them to just do a little bit of sieging before we, wreck their armies. I do need to siege like one more county, so with that in mind, where do you have more troops? Oh, it's because you hold this one? Does that mean the Duke was, your... I was about to say, financier? Or basically the one who financed them? And I would assume that might actually be the case, but you catch my drift. So, join up armies again, we'll go attack, and I guess I'm gonna just split up the armies and start sieging the mainland after this. We're getting a big battle here, but again, that's something that should be fine. We wounded the King of Moravia too, so again, something that should be fine. I'll split in two. We'll send one to siege Syracuse, and we'll send the other as backup. And the reason being that by doing this, we should get some slight benefit. There's actually more populace over here, but We should finish this siege before they finish theirs, and that should be the end of that rebellion. And apparently we caught one of their armies after it retreated. And we captured a duke from that, so give me money. And again, once this siege is done, Byzantium, the war against the Byzantines here should be done. We controlled each CX, and we are going to ransom. Yep. Once that's ransom is complete, we're going to force demands, and you are sadly gonna to be this thing executed. And honestly, the mercenaries, we might as well just do this, send them home. Because currently there's nothing we have to do here. The war will be over with the Byzantines in a while, and then we can just race them over here. Achievement unlocked, know your place. I don't actually know what that one is. I'm gonna have to look into it later, but I would assume it has something to do with rebels. So, that's good. Busy war here took basically 5 years, and hopefully the next one will be shorter. But, we'll have to see. I have someone I can... Oh, yeah. You. I would like to revoke your titles, but since I can't, I'm just gonna chuck you in the dungeon for now. It's where you belong after all. There we go. This took 5 years because basically I was being a donut and thought I would get lucky. I need to be careful not to execute or ransom her, because I'll do it by accident, just by, you know, muscle memory at this point. There we are. We have enforced demands. That's me. Yes. That's not what I wanted though. I want to do this. Grant to, I guess, my Björn, my champion. And I hate this because I'm being raided. It doesn't count as me being at peace. So I need to manually, you know. Oh, Benevento, you're going to be a pain. I can already feel it. Just because of the, you know, the landed holes. Like one of this duchy, one of this duchy, and one of this duchy. But if I shatter the realm, that alone should be enough to, you know, end it. 2,000 men. We're gonna declare it. East Francia, how you looking? 2,000 men. Want to change my objective to the county of Messina. There we are. Declare war. And honestly, I should probably just, again, just get the party started. These guys have more strength though. As you can see, they have some allies. So we're going to change the objective here to the Salamid, because, you know, Sicily would be too difficult. And there we are. Let's race our troops. It'll take a while, but with this, we should be able to get most of Sicily under our control. We're going to have to fight an extra war against East Francia, 2 more wars against the Byzantines, and Benevento is basically going to be, you know, the pain in my behind, if you will. So, let's shatter Benevento first. That'll be the main goal here. We'll also take Bari for taking war score. And yes, I think that is going to be the goal here. We're basically going to fight battles against Kairouan until we end up in a position to properly fight them. I'll send both of you over there, and we'll just completely stack wipe that army. There we are. We even took him. We took him prisoner. So this will save me again time. We'll enforce demands. And now I can usurp you, and that splits your realm into very, very nice chunks for future conquests. And I got both of these as well, even though it was a duchy, war for a duchy, or a ducal war. You have decent treasury skills. I'm gonna need your help in the future, so I'm gonna give you these two and that one. There we are. And now I've kind of made myself a, I like to say small mess, but it's a mess that I should be fine with, you know, handling, honestly. Cosenza is the guy that I took the line from, but I can take Capua, I can take Salerno, and that will basically, she actually escaped from my dungeon. Okay. Convert fading county speed progress, 25%, pretty good. But again, we're going for the profit perk because it's just that nice to have. Let's see, the King of East Francia has perished, and there's a new one. He's old, so we're just gonna, you know, allow the war to rage on. Why did you not go to Bari? Did I cancel you? A Prince Gwynedd joined in. That could be painful because, again, I have no troops at home. I left my door unlocked when I went to these wars. But most of, yeah, the Umayyads and everyone is over here, so that should be fine. And once this place is sieged, we're going for Palermo and Agrigento. These Italian, or I don't even know if it's an Italian name, Sicilian. I don't know how to put it without, you know, someone getting mad in these times, honestly. Let's see, we're gonna ransom you, we're gonna ransom you, we're gonna ransom you. You're worth way more than I thought you would be. You are sadly not money. We took the Sultan's son. I'm gonna just keep him for war score. He's a valuable hostage, which should, again, allow us to finish this war quicker, which is good. It's really, really good, actually. And I honestly don't know what I want to do with this army. I guess we can just siege Lanciado to make the East Francia war go quicker. And you can siege that one. He's finished promoting the culture. Let's promote some more culture. And you can convert. If we look at the conversion map here, it's looking pretty good. Most of it was done by Jorvik, of course, but we started doing some work here. Someone's converting here. Ireland. It's gonna be good. Our mercenary contract is running out. I have no idea which one of these armies contains my mercenaries, so oops, I guess. But again, it's one of those things that should be okay. Siege of Lubeck. Oh, so the East Francians are sieging something that isn't even mine. And by that I mean, you know, areas that I haven't conquered myself. Which is an interesting choice, don't get me wrong. There should be an even fight, probably because they do not have a commander. Yep, as soon as we put a commander on that, everything got better. My king, huffs Gerd as she marches up to me, holding my son Tosti by his ear. This dreaded child has been lying in wait around corners, wearing a wolf skin for a costume, only to jump out screaming and scaring the living daylights out of people. So basically a young kid out to, you know, his old things. This is my Rex Goody though, so I shouldn't piss her off too much, but yeah, okay, so my guess would not like this. I could get a wee cook and punish my boy. I could get rid of her. Or, you know, I could just say that I really, really do not care, and both of them lose a bit of opinion with me. And honestly, I feel like that is the best choice. But it's also funny to see just how valuable the commanders are in this game, because as you can see there, it would be an even fight without a commander, and now with one, it expects it to be a crushing defeat, or, you know, a decisive victory, just by adding a, you know, decent commander. So especially early game, that will have a huge, huge effect on your wars. Once this siege is done, that should be it for Kairouan. Apparently another one of my boys died. I am not a fan. Christian pilgrims to Holy Land suffer all manner of abuse, and their routes are fraught with danger. In order to protect the pilgrims and secure Jerusalem for the Christ and faithful, His Holiness Pope Marinus has accepted the possibility of an outright invasion by joint Christian forces. This could be the beginning of unprecedented Christian aggression. Well, you're kind of late there, honestly. I thought you'd get, you know, more pissy once I started conquering your, basically your backyard. So let's have a look here. We have basically most of our walls go from the prisoners, the captured heir. So let's just enforce demands. I have no idea if that chucks everyone out. Nope, I have a lot of them still. Like a lot still. And Palermo is going to be in the hands of my I said that, but I don't really have any like super good options there. I guess you would be the best one. I'm above my vassal limit too, so I need to start creating dukedoms and put my vassals in them. And honestly, if I could like re-raise my troops, I would. And for now, though, we're gonna do this. And I'm gonna send you guys on a very long journey to Lubeck to re-siege that. And before we end this episode, I'm gonna, you know, clean up here a bit because we have dukedoms without proper, you know, controllers. Mercia is also true. Lancaster is also true, so I'm just gonna give you West Riding, honestly. By definition, I'm gonna give you York. And that will help me with the vassal management. There we are. Mercia is the biggest, you know, dukedom, so I shouldn't really give him anything more. But the main concern here is how should I put this? The main concern is it becomes too big, but it shouldn't be a problem. Now, I'm gonna do something a bit weird here. I'm gonna do East Anglia. I'm gonna create that one, and I'm gonna create this one. And even though they're nowhere near each other, I'm gonna join East Anglia and Wessex, Jan Moda. Yeah, I'm gonna give you these two, and then we'll deal with problems from there. Apparently, I've lost my steward thanks to that, but I believe I landed a new one. I did, so that's perfectly fine. And as I said, we're gonna continue next time. We are looking good now in terms of years. 10 more years. We are currently feeling fine. We're no longer good, we're just fine, which is worrisome, but it should give me the 10 years I need. It's no guarantee, but I can only hope. So, again, with the Byzantines here, I should have started a murder scheme. And apparently, a lot of people want to kill this man, so it should be fine. And by murdering, I'm going to weaken, you know, the leaders to some degree, and that will allow us to conquer the lands easier. But we're going to finish our war against East Francia. Then we're probably going to fight the Byzantines again. Start sweeping up Capua, Salerno, and the rest. And with that, I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.